متابعينا، هذا أول لقاء مع الاسيرة الاسرائيلية اللي خرجت من غزة ومعها طبعا كلبها. هذا الفيديو الذي يكذب ادعاء قناة العربية وبايدن بالادعاء على أنه الأسيرات طبعا يتم الاعتداء عليهم. طبعا هذا الكلام خرج للضغط على المقاومة وقلب الرأي العام العالمي. المشكلة قناة العربية هي للأسف قناة عربية.
Well, it was quite the journey for both of us. I had to, first of all, luckily for me, Bella is, unlike all the other small dogs that I personally know, she is rather quiet unless when she's playing her mad. So they didn't notice her. It was difficult because, all the journey to get there with her, it was, an extra 4 kilos of this small, cute puppy. And we gave her like our leftovers so she'll eat. And she tried to walk around the place where we were kept, and we had to make sure she doesn't start exploring too much. But overall, she was a huge help to me. She kept me busy. She was moral support, even though she didn't want to be. And I'm just so happy that I managed to do this journey with her.
Not so quiet. That's the advantage that she had, you had.
Yes, exactly. I think, honestly, if it was allowed a dog, if they would have seen her as a bot, I think they would not have let me kept her, in all honesty.
From what my daughter said, she was worried that something would happen to the dog if she left her behind. So what she did was she put her under her pajamas jacket when they got into the vehicle and they were driven out of the kibbutz. And then they took them to tunnels. And they went through the tunnels into Gaza, and she had the dog with her the whole time. And then when they came out of the tunnel, they had to climb up a ladder. That's when people noticed that this was not a doll, it was a living, breathing dog. And a bit of an argument ensued, and it was decided to let her keep the dog instead of leave it behind in a bird cage. And so she kept the dog with her. And they were very careful. The dog is a quiet dog. She didn't bark, so she was non-threatening to. They fed her remainders of their food, and they made sure that she did her business. Physically, my daughter appears to be doing well.
Fine. I was also checked in the hospital that I arrived, and I am completely fine. Mentally, well, it was quite the journey, and it was a hard experience. Currently, I feel, well, not okay, but I don't feel, traumatized. I don't feel like I can't sleep, but it is a hard experience. It would take quite a while to sink in.
יצא לי לראות ברק בחוץ, זה לא היה כיף. מי המשקפיים? לא, המשקפיים הם...
It's very important for me to say that even though me and my mother and my aunt returned, and there are a lot of people who have returned, it is still important to fight for the people who are still there. My uncle and my aunt's life partner are still there, and we miss them every day, and it feels wrong being here without them. It is so important that we bring back everybody. As much as I am happy to be back, we're still not done. Everybody needs to do their part to bring everybody back. Everybody needs to be here so we can celebrate properly when everybody who was taken hostage will return.
לא, סבבה, כאילו, הכי פשוט, כאילו...
מה קרה? נשפך מים? כן. מה, נשפך מים על הרצפה?
לא, רכב עבר, זה גם שמתי שקיות על הרצפה שמן עוד במים.
בואי, בלי. סיימת, ממי? בואי, מתוקה. בואי, בליטה.
she was very determined to bring the dog back. And one of the expressions that she has now is about the dog is that I love you to Gaza and back. I didn't get to see it on live TV because I was on the way to the hospital to meet them. And I was with a friend because I don't drive. And in the middle of the drive, my friend got a phone call from a friend of hers who was watching on TV, keeping an eye open for us. And she said, "You're not going to believe this. Mia came out holding the dog."
طبعا هذا اللقاء تم عن طريق صحيفة أجنبية. ما تستغرب بعد كم من يوم تلتقي المخابرات بهذه الأسيرة مثل ما عملوا مع الأسيرات السابقات. طبعا إذا لاحظتم إنه الأب قال من الناحية الجسدية بنتي ما فيها أي شيء، وأكيد فهمتوا لماذا أنا عرضت هذا الفيديو وهذا الموضوع بالذات مهم لتكذيب بعض عملاء الاحتلال والإعلام العميل. وأيضا لا تنسوا مشاركة هذا الفيديو لتكذيب بعض القنوات الإعلامية التي تدعي أن كتائب القسام تعتدي على الأسيرات.